You hear all the talk about Caleb Williams, Jackson Dart, J.T. Daniels, Keaton Slovis, Spencer Rattler, all these guys, and all these big name quarterbacks in the transfer portal. There's one name none of the media talking heads are talking about, but I'm going to tell you about him, and I'm going to tell you about him right now. What is up, college football fans, fellow members of Mountaineer Nation? This is Coos. I'm coming to you once again from the hills of wild, wonderful, almost heaven, West Virginia. You have stopped in at Coos' Corner, whether on purpose or by accident. But while you're here, you might as well go ahead and hit that red subscribe button because I'm dishing out college football and college basketball content almost every day. Also, if you like this here video, hit that thumbs up button for me. And tell all your college sports loving friends about me. Tell them to come check me out. Hopefully, they'll like what they see. Now, let's get on with the show. The gentleman I'm going to tell you about today, a young man by the name of Tyson Bagent. I hope I got his name right. A lot of Mountaineer fans already know who he is, and those who don't, I'm going to introduce you to him right now. He was the Harlon Hill Trophy Award winner for the 2021 season in Division II football. What is that, you ask? That is Division II's version of the Heisman Trophy. He's quarterback at Shepherd University, which is in West Virginia. He's a West Virginia native, played at Martinsburg High School, won 2 state championships at Martinsburg High School, did not have a star beside his name coming out of high school, was not offered any Division I offers. The only offer he got was from Shepherd, which is where he now plays. A lot of people missed on this kid. Word on the street is West Virginia is talking to this kid, trying to get him to come there. He has one more year of eligibility to play, and he's looking to see if he wants to do it at the Power 5 level or at least the FCS level. And West Virginia, from what I understand, is courting him pretty hard. He was seen at a basketball game with Coach Neal Brown a few nights ago in Morgantown, so it looks like they're going after him pretty hard. So I figured I would do a little video here, tell you a little bit about this kid, and even have some highlights I'd like for you to show. Shout out right now to Embrace the Grind. It's a YouTube channel where I was able to find these highlights, and he was kind enough to let me use them in this video. So go check out Embrace the Grind. Look at this, watch his video on Tyson Bagent, and check out his channel. And please subscribe if you don't mind. So let's get into the video. Let's get into the highlights, and I'll tell you a little bit more about Tyson Bagent. First of all, I'd like to apologize. In the opening, I said his name was Tyson Bagent. His last name is actually Bagent. So I apologize for the mispronunciation. But Bagent is 6'3", 215 pounds. Like I said, he's played 3 years at Shepherd University. 2020, they did not play due to COVID. I think they only played one game. But his freshman year, he threw for over 3,000 yards. He had over 4,000 yards as a sophomore the next year. And this past year, which would have been his junior season, he passed for over 5,000 yards and 53 touchdowns. For a career, he's 1,000 out of 1,468, which is a 68% completion percentage, for 12,454 yards, 118 touchdowns, 40 interceptions, and averages 327.7 yards a game in passing. He led Shepherd to the Division II national semifinals and a 13-2 record in the 2021 season, and he had 2 last-second game-winning touchdowns in back-to-back weeks during the playoffs. It's pretty impressive. As you can see here in these highlights, he can scramble. He can get away from trouble. He knows how to move in the pocket. He throws a really nice deep ball, as you can see right there in that highlight right there. He can throw on the run, either right or left. Right here's one where he's rolling to his left, finds a guy in the back of the end zone, boom, touchdown. Threw it where only his guy could get it. Seems like he can make all the throws. Most of these clips he's throwing to guys who were pretty wide open, but a couple of them, like right there, he threw into a pretty tight window, threw it right over a defender's head and hand, and there he's escaping pressure, using his feet to escape pressure, but he stayed in the pocket to deliver the throw. Looks like the kid's really talented. I'm not sure. Right there, he threw it over some outstretched hands. I'm not sure how so many teams looked past this kid, to be honest. There's a nice throw. He leads his receivers well. He gets the ball out pretty quick. That's why I think he would be really good in Neal Brown and Graham Harrell's system. I think he would excel in it. And he's also an older kid. He's experienced at playing the position at the college level, and I understand it's Division II. It's not the Power 5 level, so it'd be a huge jump for him. But they say he's a very mature kid, so I'm sure he'll make the right decision, and he's able to pick up things pretty quickly. One thing, though, is I'm not sure the kid will go anywhere. He says he's really happy at Shepherd, and he doesn't plan on leaving. He said he's only planning on keeping his name in the portal for about 2 weeks. And he actually said in his local newspaper, the Journal, that he says, I'm staying, and I quote, I'm staying at Shepherd unless Coach Saban comes chipping away. So he said unless some big-time program comes calling, he's staying where he's at. And he said he's not interested in a mid-major program. Now, West Virginia is not a mid-major, but it's also not Alabama. So who knows what the kid will decide to do. The Blue Gold News has reported that West Virginia is definitely interested in the kid. And as you saw the picture there, he was at a basketball game with Coach Neal Brown. So they are definitely recruiting this kid hard. Whether he'll actually come to Morgantown is yet to be seen. So we will see how it goes. I'd love to see this kid in Morgantown. If we can't land somebody like a JT Daniels or somebody like that, I'd love to see. And maybe this kid would even be better. I do like the fact that he's a West Virginia kid. He went to high school only about 2 hours east of Morgantown in Martinsburg. So, it's we know how we love to see West Virginia kids playing at WVU, especially the quarterback position. I can't remember the last time. Well, Clint Trickett was a West Virginia kid, I guess you could say, because he was born and raised here. But before him, I can't remember the last time a kid who was actually born in West Virginia played quarterback here. I know there was Chad Johnston back in the Don Nehlen era who played here, who was from not too far from me in Peterstown, West Virginia. But other than that, man, they've been few and far between. It would be cool to see a West Virginia kid under center, or in this case behind center, playing for the Mountaineers. But let me know in the comments what you guys think about this kid after watching these highlights. Do you think he would be a fit at West Virginia? Do you think he can make the jump to Power 5 after playing Division II? What do you think about his skill level here as you watch these highlights? Do you think he's just going to end up staying at Shepherd? Division II, both of his parents graduated from Shepherd, so Shepherd's in his blood. They were the only school, based on what I've read, they were the only school who recruited him and offered him a scholarship. So I'm sure he feels some loyalty to them, but we'll see. He says he won't go to anywhere but Alabama or LSU or some big program like that, but we will see if Neal Brown was able to woo this kid enough. Was he impressed enough with what he saw and heard from Coach Brown to want to play in Morgantown? Well, guys, let me know in the comments section once again what you think. Don't forget to like and subscribe to this channel if you haven't already. I appreciate you tuning in. And as always, Q Country Roads.